just a poor wayfaring stranger traveling through this world below. There is no sickness, no toil nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father and all my loved ones who've gone on. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know my way is hard and steep, but beauteous fields arise before me, where God's redeems their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. So I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home.
One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a hobo hiking, and he said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain. So come with me, we'll go and see the big rock candy mountains. In the big rock candy mountains, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes, and you sleep out every night. Where the boxcars all are empty, and the sun shines every day. On the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, the lemonade springs where the bluebird sings in the big rock candy mountains. In the big rock candy mountains, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. The farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. Oh, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall, the wind don't blow, in the big rock candy mountains. In the big rock candy mountains, you never change your socks, and the little streams of alcohol come a-trickling down the rocks. The brakemen have to tip their hats, and the railroad bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and a whiskey too, you can paddle all around them in a big canoe, in the big rock candy mountains. In the big rock candy mountains, the jails are made of tin, and you can walk right out again as soon as you are in. There ain't no short-handled shovels, no axes, saws, or picks. I'm a-going to stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the Turk that invented work, in the big rock candy mountains. I'll see you all this coming fall in the big rock candy mountains. I'll see you all this coming fall in the big rock candy mountains.
right, welcome to the pre-show. We have a live feed of the cabin outside. As you can see, it's getting a little darker. I might have to change the filter, brighten it up a little bit. But I think we're almost ready. I think we're getting there. It's 7:19 right now, so we got about 40 minutes till showtime. But yeah, let me go out there and I'll adjust this cabin shot. Here's a beautiful shot of the video wall. It's looking pretty good. It has grown a little bit, as you can see. And yeah, we got another shot down here, which is the EX1, which will just be another shot of the TVs. Just kind of cool. This TV down there, right here, is acting up. But we'll see. Once we hit play, it should stabilize, I hope. Anyways, I'm gonna go outside, so I'll let you see that. And then we will adjust the filter. All right. Be back in a jiffy.
Hurry right away, no delay, go today. Make your daddy glad to have had such a lad. Tell your sweetheart not to pine, to be proud her boy's in line. Over there, send the word over there. That the Yanks are coming, the drums coming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer. Send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there. Over there. Send the word over there. That the Yanks are coming, the drums coming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer. Send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there. Johnny, get your gun. Johnny,
Looks like we gotta do a white
you're the
balance.
son of a gun. Hoist the flag and let her fly. Yankee Doodle, do or die. Pack your little kit, show your grit, do your bit. Yankees to the ranks, from the towns and the tanks. Make your mother proud of you and the old red, white, and blue. Over there, send the word over there. That the Yanks are coming, the drums coming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer. Send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there. Over there. Send the word over there. That the Yanks are coming, the drums coming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer. Send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there.
All right. On the request of Mr. Mojo Rising, we're going to go wipe the lens, too. Definitely something I was meaning to do. Thanks for the reminder.
Hark now the drums beat off again, soldier, gentleman, then let us list and march, I say, over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. Queen Anne commands and we'll obey, over the hills and far away. Old gentlemen that have a mind to serve the Queen that's good and kind, come list and enter into pay, then o'er the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. Queen Anne commands and we'll obey, over the hills and far away. No more from sound of drum retreat, while Marlborough and Galway beat the French and Spaniards every day, when over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. Queen Anne commands and we'll obey, over the hills and far away.
All right. Sitting in my rocking chair. I think the gain is all the way up. Oh, we're dropping. We dropped it. All right. Sitting in my rocking chair. I think the gain is all the way up. Oh, we're dropping. We dropped it. All right, how's that, eh? That's nice. So we are live. This is the pre-show. And what can I say? It's the monster has grown. The monster has grown. So it's we got two people watching. I believe that is one is me and one is probably Mr. Mojo Rising. He is my most loyal fan. And yeah, we got this beta cam here too. Oh yeah, we got two beta cams, but we're only using one tonight. It's outside, as you can see there. We got the cabin shot. And the nice thing about the beta cams is let me just get it there. Yeah, so the beta cams definitely have two outputs, which is really nice. because I like to send one feed to a monitor so I can see what I'm doing in the master control video wall. The AV monster, as I like to call it. And then we also have the other feed going into the switcher. So all the feeds have monitors, and then they're all going into the switcher. The only one that's not is actually this EX1 or the XL1, which is this one right here. That's the only one that doesn't have a monitor looping through, but the rest of them do. And yeah, including this one. Got the lights on right now so you can see me. But when we start the show, we'll turn that light off. But yeah, there's the cabin. I'm going to have to brighten it up as right before the show, I'm thinking, because it's getting dark quick. So yeah, welcome to the show. It's gonna be a fun one tonight. I can tell you. It's I've been kind of working on this for a couple hours. I hooked up different monitors. Got that DVD player up there. I got the program monitor up there now, as you can see right here. That's the DVD monitor. And up on the top there is the program monitor. And then the other one on the far end at the very top there where the light is blocking its view is the camera outside for the cabin camera. So quite the video wall, I must say. I feel like master control. And as you can tell, I turned the two sides in a little bit to create a little bit of a concave effect. And I don't know why, but that just, puts me right in the pocket, I tell you. So amazing, amazing stuff. And yeah, I am looking forward to this jam. I know a lot of people have been watching what's going on Instagram. I'm trying to post on TikTok, on YouTube, and, grow the channel. I just want to grow the channel and get a little bit more of an audience here. And I think it will be growing very soon as more and more people get locked in. What more can I say? I mean, geez. The time is 7:31, so we have 29 minutes until the show, and I will have a 10-minute countdown when we get closer to showtime. But I thought I would just sit here and have a little chat with you guys for the pre-show. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Just that, well, I can talk a little bit about what I had to do to hook everything up. At first, I was going to use a black and white monitor, but it only had the two screws for VHS. Actually, that monitor is right behind me. I'll show you. It's a nice little monitor. It's black and white. That would be this guy right here. And the problem was I did have it hooked up, but I had to do this kind of janky connection here. Can't really see it, but it's basically a speaker wire going from, because I didn't have a proper adapter. Here, I'll go a little bit closer so you can see. See, I didn't have the right adapter. So I sort of jerry-rigged it up, and I don't think that was the issue. I think the issue was just the sound. It would buzz and create actually a really cool sound. I want to record it, but it was like a static fuzz, but it was like super loud, and I didn't want to do the show with that thing buzzing like crazy. Although it was a really cool sound that I am going to record down the road. And I just swapped it out for this color one. I thought it would be cool to keep it black and white because when you look inside a Betacam monitor, the viewfinder is black and white. So it's a homage to that. We have a DVD player playing a DVD. It's Secret Societies. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. And yeah, just trying to get everything rigged up, trying to get the cabin camera working There's the secret societies. It's all queued up, ready to go. And there is the cabin camera. So we're going to have to go out there and turn the iris up a little bit to get some more light in there. It's on filter 1, so we are white balanced, ready to go. And yeah, it's just, a cabin out in the woods. I'm just a guy out in the middle of nowhere. Rural Saskatchewan, that's where we are. We're in the province of Saskatchewan. If you are joining us from around the world, that's where we are. And it's a beautiful province, and I love living here. The winters are pretty brutal. We got another dump of snow, as you can see on that shot. And, the other day when it was melting, we had some ice build up on the tin, and I have a skylight up in the dormer area there. And the damn thing started leaking onto my bed. So, I don't know. Gonna have to remedy that. And it's too bad because, I wanted to put in the skylight. And my dad was really like, I don't know, they leak. And I didn't listen. And now it's leaking. And I caulked the shit out of it. I caulked it. I did everything I could to seal that thing up. It doesn't leak when it rains. It only leaks when there's in the springtime when there's a lot of snow on the roof. It sort of backs up under the tin. Mind you, the tin is not the greatest tin either. It was repurposed from an older shed. And I just maybe I should have went new on that one. So I might have to rip the tin off, put new tin on, and you know what? I might have to plug up that skylight as well because I don't want to be dealing with that. The funny thing is my TV, my HD TV, my 4K TV actually is mounted right underneath that skylight. So if it leaks right onto the TV. Luckily, so last year it leaked exactly where the TV was, but the TV wasn't mounted yet. So luckily it never got damaged. But this year, it leaked a little bit further and not by the TV. So I lucked out on that one. But I do have a little plastic cover kind of covering the TV if it does leak. But, oh, man, you don't want it. You don't want it leaking. You don't want it leaking, no. Anyways, we are at 7:36, so this is exciting. I'm just making sure we got all the feeds rewinding. So let's make sure that everything's rewound, because that's something that you don't want to deal with when you're trying to do a show. All right, we got that one. We got this one, and we got that one. And we're just rewinding everything. All right, I got to adjust some cameras here as well, so give me a moment. A moment of your time, yes. Oh, look at that. Cabin's getting dark. We better run out there and fix that. Another really annoying thing I'll tell you with this one camera is every time I turn it off or unplug it, it goes into demo mode. So every time I have to turn off demo mode. Super annoying. And that is that one there. But we got a decent feedback visuals going there, so that's good. And we also got these cameras here. Looking crispy with the good lighting, I tell you. Yeah. All right, we're going to go outside and we're going to fix that cabin camera. All right, that's looking pretty good. It's actually pretty sweet with the light on, eh? Yeah. Might have to pan it over a little bit. But, man. Built the cabin in 2022. And it was a lot of work, I tell you. When you're using repurposed materials, it's definitely a lot of work. All right, I am going to take some video and post it on Instagram to try and get some more people to join in because we're getting closer and closer to showtime. Stream program, and then we got another program up there so I can see what I'm doing. Please join in, even if it's just for a couple seconds, just to come and see what I'm doing. This is crazy, I tell you. Craziness. You gotta be freaking insane to do this. And yes, I am insane. Look at that. Look how I curve this a little bit. Isn't that nice? A little concave action. And got the hot seat right here, master control. This is gonna be a good jam. I can already tell. We got the camera. All right, I'm just posting a reel here. We can entice some people to join in. All right, I'm just posting a reel here. We can entice some people to join in. Okay, yeah, we got everything dialed. I believe we are ready to rock. What else can I tell you? We are 15 minutes until showtime. I'm going to start the 10-minute clock here pretty soon. Maybe we'll do some keying. And I got the camera feed on the lowest setting, so as it gets darker, we might start to lose that camera a little bit. There is one more gain feature. Right now it's on a gain of 9. We can go up to 18. It does get pretty snowy, so I might have to just leave it, maybe turn on the light. I don't know. Someday we're going to try and get a moon feed as well. A moon shot of the moon, live feed, live camera. But, yeah, there's no fire cam tonight. That's what the fire cam is being replaced with, because it is quite a bit warmer. We're hitting spring here, and to do a fire now would be just cooking myself out of this cabin. It don't take much to warm up the cabin, I'll tell you that much, especially when it's warm outside. But I do have a very cool glitch fire playing on one of the laptops, so we will have a fire. Don't worry. I could even show you that now if you would like. Hold on. Oh, it looks like it's having a tough time playing. Should have tested that before, I guess. But it is kind of a cool glitch frame here, if I can get it working. No, I can't get it working. Oh, we lost laptop number 1. We got the weather network for you instead. What could that be? Oh, I think I see the problem. Hold on. The adapter came loose. So that's what that looks like. It was supposed to be a cool fire playing, but it is not playing. Although that's kind of a cool glitch frame, I'm not going to lie. Should take a picture of that before we shut her down. But, okay, that's a good thing I tested that, because that wouldn't have been good during showtime. All right. Well, we do have a backup, so that's okay. It's okay.
VH1 recently named her ironic video one of the top 20 music videos of all time. Please welcome hometown hero, Alanis Morissette.
Oh, that might not be good for... That might not be good for copyrights. Alanis Morissette, she is a doll. One of our favorite Canadians. What the hell is she saying anyways?
Thank you so much. Since its inception in 1997, the band
All right, we got to start the
through CARIS, the Canadian
countdown.
Academy of Recording Arts and Science.
There's the countdown, but it's not going yet. Yeah. Might not be exactly at 8 o'clock. We'll see. Might be a little bit, a few seconds behind, but that's okay. We got a countdown. That's all that matters. All right. Yeah, let's do a little bit of keying here. Let's see. Key this and this. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna turn on the gain. But the countdown has started, and we are in good shape. And I have this other mic too. I want to show you. All right, let's see if it works. Check. Okay, I don't think it's working right now. It's very finicky. It's an old mic. Here, I'll show you. Very, very old mic. So it'd be cool to get that working. But I think it's this connection here. Check. 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 No, it's not working. That's okay. All right, 7:53. I am going to go get that cabin feed a little brighter. The reel has been posted. And we're just going to add the link. Analoghermit.com. That's it. Okay, we got about 5 minutes. 6 minutes till showtime, but I'm going to fix this feed here one more time. So hold on. All right, that's looking a little bit better. And we got, 4 minutes. So we're going to start probably about a minute late, but that's okay. We're going to start turning on all the feeds. All right, all the feeds are running. Just going to adjust the XL1S shot. All right, the countdown is going down. We got 1 minute. There's the cabin feed. It looks cool with the light on, I must say. But that's on a timer, so we might not get it the whole time. But I'll try to turn it on again after a while. I didn't bring my water. I'm getting thirsty, and I don't have my water. So that sucks. But that's okay. The show must go on. We got 1 minute, so I hope you guys are ready. The feeds are playing. All right, here we go. Let the stream begin. Get it? Stream? Battery just died, so I don't know how much longer that will work. But that's okay. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, one feed is already not working. That's okay. We'll see here. Let's go check it out. But anyways, welcome to the show. This is, let's see here. There we go. Okay, we got that feed. Welcome to the show, and Yeah, we got a fun one for you tonight, I tell you. It's got to make sure everything is playing. But welcome to the show. We are about to start. Okay. Should we just get into it? Stop yapping and get into it? I think we could do that. All right. This is, we're going to start with a home video.
Yours lost, though, which is too bad. Boy, that boat doesn't look too...
Here's the bears.
There's a big boat.
Yeah,
What do you
they're
look...
about huge boats. They're about 22 feet long, like they're...
Joe, what are you finding over there?
Here's a bright green
Grab that
spring
wood.
right here.
What are you finding?
The movement of a glacier is imperceptible to our normal vision. Feet per day is the normal speed of travel. Near the glacier, its monstrous weight can be heard grinding across the land. These are the sounds of a battle between rock and ice, the voices of a struggle nearly as ancient as the Earth itself. The exposed bedrock, over which the glacier once passed, gives mute evidence of the power of the moving ice. As the glacier transforms the land beneath it, the ice itself is eroding away on the front of the glacier, yielding to the force of sunlight and warmer temperatures.
"15 years ago, Ken Hyde found the pieces of a jetty in a building set for demolition. Before long, he'd found the parts of 2 more.
There was a time when we had 3 airplanes in the basement of this little 1,500 square foot house in the subdivision.
I just remember just things everywhere, and I didn't know. I knew it was an airplane, but, you know, when you're that small, you don't realize that all these little parts and pieces are really going to go into something that fantastic. It almost seems like a dream. I just remember it being a very slow process. Something that you looked at, you didn't touch, you wanted to help, and you...
John Williamson, a cartoonist and photographer for a Virginia newspaper, had a showman's ingenuity and a father who'd built a 30-foot flexible steel tube designed for underwater salvage work. Williamson climbed down into the tube. Through the window of an observation chamber he called a photosphere, he took still photos in 1913. And in the next year, the first moving pictures ever taken underwater. What remained to be done, of course, was filming by a cameraman who swam freely underwater. An Austrian zoologist, Dr.
All right, we
Hans
had a
Haas,
couple
was among the first
cameras
to try
go
to
down.
connect diving.
Had a couple camera goes down, but we fixed it, so back up and running.
And fired the imagination of future divers.
But when the granddaddy of the bears, the grizzly, shows up, these shores clear out. Grizzlies can be less than pleasant dinner companions and are best viewed from a safe distance.
And you landed on your pride.
Well, yes.
But when the rest of the merry men appeared, he seemed to realize who I was and pleaded with me to forgive him and to let him join us.
What is his name?
Well, his real name is John Little. But with a body like that, I've retitled him Little John.
And put its pilot, Gary Powers, on trial. In 1980, Ronald Reagan was elected U.S. president. He stepped up the Cold War, castigated the Soviet Union as an evil empire, and increased military spending. In the early 1980s, the U.S. Pacific Fleet conducted a series of major exercises on the edge of Soviet...
1980 to keep the mill going. But after the government closure of the mill, the province got tired of the cost of maintaining the now empty buildings. Claiming that the area was in a landslide area anyway, the provincial government in 1985 decided on a policy that they coined, normalization, which turned out to mean the demolition of 200 apartments and 160 homes. In October of 1985, a pact was reached with the remaining town residents.
Success, telling the story of how businesses right here at home have reached and now live the Saskatchewan dream.
Brought to you in part by Community Futures Development Corporations of Saskatchewan and Moose Jaw Southwest and Battleford's Ritas.
Turn your drafty fireplace into an efficient, clean-burning heat source with a touch of a button. With Heat and Glow, North America's favorite gas fireplace insert,
Funny, huh?
you can have the beauty of a wood fire with the convenience and the economy of
We're going back to Goldville. Get the tree cleared up.
airtight Heat and Glow.
Hold on. All right, out you come, Karadak.
I'm warning you, Rhiannon. Don't do this to me.
Get out.
If you go through with this,
Now walk right down the middle of the street. Stay in the middle.
I'll get you if I have to eat every...
What a fun bunch of guys. Toyota.
The Trucksperts.
Spots can be many things. Sometimes they're fashionable.
Fellow, I said, hey, look.
Sheriff Karadak.
He's got pants on, just like you will.
Hush. Your mouth is as big as your eyes.
Looks like we got a little bit of a glitch problem with that fourth laptop. It's too bad. It was working before.
We're never gonna make it.
I think it's the connection. It's just a little bit wonky, you know. Converting from video to VGA, mini display port. I need a 2006. This is a 2009, and it just doesn't work for me as good as 2006 because you can get an actual proper video output just adapting, but you can't do that with the 2009. Apple taking away things from you all the time. Anyway, this is what's it called? Night Walk. Anybody in the Toronto area remember Night Walk? Late night TV. That's what that is. Hopefully the music don't get me copyrighted. Flagged, right?
Wherever you have put yourself beyond me, hear me, please come home. I don't really care the places you have been. I've done some traveling too. I know the world you're in. I know that what we had was better. Hear me calling, please.
Red carpet on for this year's Much Music Video Awards. Now this October, a movie hits the theaters. It's called Foolproof, and it stars this fine fella here, Mr. Ryan Reynolds, signing autographs. How you doing, man?
It's Deadpool before he was
I've ever
Deadpool.
seen in my entire life. Pretty special, isn't it? Tops every other one.
But in some wells, the groundwater will move upward of its own accord, in apparent defiance of gravity. These are called artesian wells. To understand how these valuable wells work, a classification of aquifers into two types, open and closed, is useful. In an open aquifer, a stratum of permeable rock overlies the water table, so that the pressure of the water, in other words, the hydrostatic pressure,
Ooh, that camera's getting dark now.
often strong enough to drive water up to the surface against the pull of gravity.
The pressure coming from New York, there was a lot of pressure on people, on correspondents, on crews, if someone wasn't getting the story. And this led to deaths where people would do silly things because of the pressure on them, and they'd go out and they'd get killed. And this definitely happened, and other people were killed with them because of the pressure.
Norman.
So this footage here, I got from a lady. I had bought some VHS. If you saw my Instagram, you saw I found Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, which I've been looking for a long time, and a few others. Ernest Scared Stupid, Spaceballs Original Press, Wolf, or The Howling 3, and Nightmare on Elm Street 5, rental version. Anyway, these I got 3 tapes that came with it. 2 of them were labeled Grad, and one was labeled, it wasn't labeled actually, it was just, the cover had some pen on it saying Jeep. And so far it was a bunch of ATVs. It's a bunch of people on a trip, I guess, going around on ATVs and looking at old things, which is kind of cool. So I haven't really seen this footage. Anything could happen. Could be a sex tape for all I know. Hopefully it's not. And if you see yourself in this footage, be sure to let me know and I will get you the footage. But why would you give away your home videos? I just don't get that. September 3rd, 2000. September 3rd is when I did the 10-hour fire video, believe it or not. 19 years later, 2019. Pre-pandemic. That's right.
You want to save it for Grandma?
Wow, we're already on the credits on that one. Wow. Time flies.
Jesse's Ham, 3 in there.
Auburn native Phil Allison judges a restoration. Growing up around classic cars, he restores them today for wealthy collectors.
One of the best descriptive terms I've ever heard, and it's not mine. I get it from Gordon Beering's book, and the title.
Neil Davis was a guy that really had seen it all.
This is that demo that I was talking about. Super annoying. So I'll turn that off now.
Get killed. You go a little insane. And I used to drink all the time. I thought of suicide a lot. It's taken years for me to get myself back together. But I'd do it again because I know that people have got to see what war is and what it means and the futility of it.
Mount Everest, a symbol of towering, irresistible challenge. Its grandeur has always inspired awe and noble effort. But Everest is also a killer. Over 80 climbers have died on it. Many more have come down broken and defeated. The summit was first reached in 1953, and then by a second expedition before an American team tried it in 1963. This team, 19 men, had a dual objective: to reach the summit, but also to film it, to create a documentary that would become the first National Geographic television special. The climbers were punished by Everest's devastating weather. Temperatures 20 below zero, winds blowing at more than 60 miles an hour. The altitude and cold induced nausea and headaches. The expedition's professional cinematographer, Dan Duty, was stricken with a nearly fatal blood clot. His climb was over, but lying in his tent, he taught a crash course in mountain cinematography to a pair of climbers who now got the job as movie makers. On May 1st, climber Jim Whitaker and the Sherpa, Gambu, reached the summit, planting an American flag, but taking only a few snapshots.
Wow, that was that mountain climbing. So, oh, we got some cool footage here. Hold on. Some jet footage.
Down a civilian aircraft. Second, that Captain Chun, so near to international airspace, would have gone for broke and attempted to evade his pursuers. The families of those who had died aboard 007 mourned their dead. But the facts behind their terrible fate remain as elusive today as when the 747 plunged into the cruel waters of the Sea of Japan. In the affair of 007, a number of facts remain certain. The 747 was shot down by a Soviet fighter, and 269 people died as a result. When 007 went down, it was 365 miles off course and inside one of the most dangerous slices of airspace in the world. The Soviets admitted that they had shot down the jumbo.
Of your own, Master Fryer.
No monk has ever reached your proportions on a monastery's menu.
To take a chicken from here and a duck from there is no match for your saddlebags full of gold ingots, I fear.
Hush. I don't think that can be Marion. She doesn't need to leave the castle now that Will is there to...
Anybody fishing?
This is a pretty lake. We saw beavers in here and we've seen moose. It's called Peace Lake.
We've been here.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's very nice.
What's really weird is you go so far and then there's a line of lily pads. What's that over there?
Where?
Right, straight ahead
Well,
there.
that's nothing to do
In the water.
Hitler planned to level the city, but the Soviet army would not yield. During the siege, the Nazis occupied 4 palaces on the city outskirts. After 900 days, they withdrew, burning the palaces as they left.
Even in the densest jungle, their bellows can carry for up to a mile. Strict vegetarians, howlers' diets rely exclusively on the canopies, fruits, leaves, and flowers. The high life in the canopy also has an added attraction: safety. For beneath the trees, there are prowlers lurking. A jaguar sighting is a rare event, even in Corcovado.
With the Canaanites, Egyptians, Sumerians, and even Asian civilizations.
There we go. I was wondering
the
why
underlying current is a.
I was wondering why we weren't getting talking. We were only getting one channel. It's like just music.
Doing their bidding, evolving later into God.
That's
with his
the
angelic
Secret
beings.
Society's DVD.
We know that mankind deified these men of renown, to whom this refers, and therefore we know that these shining ones were mere men, and not, as some would assert, aliens or otherworldly beings.
Secret that you keep is trouble on your mind.
Good era for Atlan, and then Atlan fell apart after World War II, and that's when it had its depression.
And then, so where is Atlan going today?
Atlan has 2 economies. One is mining, one is tourism, and they've yo-yoed back and forth. Mining always the stronger one, of course. Right now, mining has hit a low ebb. Tourism is coming on a little better. As far as the overall economy for Atlan, it's not great, but it's such a wonderful place to live that people just stick it out here anyway.
Just up the hill lies the ghost town of Discovery City. 100 years ago, this was Atlan's sister city and main.
Upstart Robin Hood is here. He won't be able to resist the urge to show off.
There's only one fault with your plan. How will you recognize him?
I believe there's only one man in England who could outshoot your champion. That man will be arrested. He will prove to be Robin Hood.
Here's Grandpa Weiser.
Hello, kids.
Grandma's his wife.
Oh.
They've been together for most of their life. My best friend is Mike. We like to play ball. Each day after school, I give Mimi a call. Hello.
We have a surprise we want you to see, so don't go away. It's on your TV.
So gather around and listen and look. You'll learn about life from the world's greatest book.
As the sea, Canada's Banff National Park is a place of extremes. A park where raw majesty and subtle beauty seem to coexist. A place of uninhabitable mountain ranges and valleys flourishing with wildlife. It is one of the oldest national parks on Earth.
The different stages of sleep.
You know, the ancient healers, I think they were more in touch with the fact that dreams expressed symptoms, sometimes even before the symptoms themselves became apparent.
Neuropsychologists are working to decipher the secret language of the night. To break the code would be to uncover a new diagnostic science based on the cryptic messages and often
The
warnings.
ceiling is almost finished.
'Twas the night before Christmas when God sent to earth the world's greatest present. It was Jesus' birth.
We're gonna watch it.
Ensuring communities of an adequate water supply. Hydrogeologists using computer models are working to track and predict the movement of groundwater contamination and are actively involved in developing methods for isolating and removing contaminants from the groundwater directly. Although the golden age of hydrogeology is well underway, there's still much work to be done. Hydrogeologists will...
Somebody looking for me, just for me. Then once when I decided to roam, I couldn't find my way home.
Life in the gold rush period at the turn of the century has been romanticized. In reality, conditions in the North were completely different. Men and women from all over the world came to Atlin and found conditions harsh and
Summer in Dublin, Ohio, where you can count on two things, mosquitoes and garage sales.
You know that's one of a kind.
Half the town is buying.
This must be one of a kind.
All right, we are hitting the intermission point of tonight's jam, and I'm showing you the XL1 feed, which is over the shoulder cam of the master controller. That's me, the analog hermit. And that brings us to 25 feeds, 25 real-time feeds going into 8 different switchers. That is what we are running. So we're getting closer to that 32 channel mark of cable. And eventually we'll get there. We'll get there, I promise you. So look at this DVD again.
And describes the formation of the London Masons Company. However, these are only the papers that have survived.
The all-seeing
and speak
eye,
of groups that
the
were
Illuminati.
forming. It does not deny the fact that there must have been some pre-existing groups that do not have paperwork to prove their pre-existence. The only odd evidence we do have is the symbolism being employed within the great building works of Europe from the 11th century. Helping us to span.
So we'll just get back to this feed here. So anyways, thanks again for watching. It's been a crazy one so far. We had a few hiccups, few things. I got that demo thing going on. Here, I'll show you. That is this here. And for some reason, the menu button is not even working, so I can't even turn it off. But it's kind of cool. It adds to the jam. Unexpected things happen. It's all part of the show. It's all part of the show. We have 3 people watching, including myself, so that's 2 other people watching. I want to thank you guys for being here. I hope you are enjoying the show. It's been super exciting, and yeah, what can I say? It's a lot of moving parts. It's a big video wall, and oh, now it's giving me a battery warning. What's up with that? It's plugged in. Oh, maybe that's part of the demo? I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, we got this other shot here over the shoulder. I think this is actually pretty cool because it's got me in the silhouette, and you can see the feeds running be in front of me. And yeah, beautiful. As you can see down in this corner here where I'm pointing, that is Vector Futon, who I think might be watching. At least he was earlier. He sent me a message. He is another video artist who is a genius. I'm not going to lie. He's a freaking genius. And he's, getting ready to unleash some crazy stuff on the world, I'm sure. What else can I say? Night Walk. Let's go back to Night Walk and talk about that a little bit because it is pretty cool. So this would have been playing late at night. It just would have been like something that they threw on after hours. Didn't have enough programming, and it's just smooth jazz playing to some camera going around the city. I believe it's Toronto. But anyways, I'm going to stop yapping because the feeds are still going, and we're missing some good stuff here. So I am going to continue the show. There's the cabin. Pretty dark. But yeah, let's get back to the show.
Issues.
Bud coming along? No thanks. I've had all the punishment I can take in one day.
Yeah, see, I usually have a movie playing
Tell you what I will do, though.
on this feed, but it's just not working. Although this is a really cool rainbow glitch we got going on here. And as I adjust the fader, the rainbow kind of widens, which is really cool. So it's a happy accident, basically.
Going for the gravels underneath the glacial sediments, and you can see the orange in the corner.
Right.
That's the level of bedrock.
Okay.
So we're looking at the pay gravels are between the
Look at that
glacial
rainbow.
silts and the bedrock.
Beautiful.
And this all was part of the original stream valley here.
Yes.
I guess, eh? How big is the operation?
It's called a Mon Pa, so it's not really that big. It just takes.
No attempt was made to organize the immediate evacuation of the population of the nearby town of Pripyat, which housed Chernobyl's workforce. 36 hours passed before its 40,000 inhabitants were borne away in a fleet of buses. To minimize panic, there were no rallying points.
He's locked the whole place in prison at night. But I've never tried to get out during the day.
You mean now?
I do indeed.
But Marion, when I disguise myself in your garb at night, I rely on the darkness to hide our differences.
Done for you.
There's the man. The legend.
Grandpa, are there still demons today? If demons are real, then where do they stay?
Yes, demons are spirits. They're bad and they're mean. They live inside people, but they can't be seen.
But don't be afraid, dear. When we speak Jesus' name, demons...
And the right to mate with female spectators.
Holy man. Rams are crazy, man.
By November, the days shorten and the...
Before the Illuminati merged into the Masons, they had been implicated in the creation of several other groups, such as the Rosicrucians, Golden Dawn, and even the Lutherans and Protestants. Even South America was regained via the Spanish under guidance of Jesuit and other monastic orders. all Catholics.
Man, I really got to get used to looking up at the program. I'm always looking behind me at these other programs. Still getting used to the new setup.
In 1789, Mason de Luchette wrote, "There are a certain number of people who have arrived."
And the coldest winter cannot halt the seasons turning.
A rapid change of status, eh, Master Robin? Stand up, all of you.
Your Majesty, I do so welcome you back, and apologize most humbly for the rudeness of our greeting.
I should probably have your head for it, but I do believe you may have been driven to this wild behavior.
Your Majesty, I crave a moment of your time. I would acquaint you with the condition of this country since you left your brother to rule in your absence.
Friar, I know how much the people suffer under these tyrants. That's why I'm here in disguise.
We welcome you, sire, as your most loyal servants.
Loyal servants do not achieve a girth like yours without a meal or two of royal venison.
Away in Finland, the fallout threatened the future of the reindeer herds.
Muscles to do that than just down here. This is mostly wrist and forearm action. Now here, again, we let the water do the work to find the gold for us. Oh, look at the gold.
It seemed she was reaching the end of the rope. Till one day, she heard about Jesus.
Throw it for him again. Not too far.
There's the Vector Futon feed. Shout out to Vector Futon.
Too big to be a deer.
When my grandmother died, he painted it black. And he dressed himself in black. So that's how I saw him in my dream. And I was also dressed in black in mourning. And I was telling him that I had written...
Quickly, or Hilda will be forced to marry the sheriff in my place. Please, please do something before I faint.
This is no time to remember you're a lady.
A jolly party, but one that tarries too long, I fear.
You're right, Fat Friar. Harness these two horses and we'll all jump in the cart.
The sheriff is still waiting, lady.
Please tell him I shall soon be there. Soon is not good enough. He wants you there now. Just a few minutes to compose myself. This is a big step to be taking.
And the only way to take that step is to put your right foot forward. Come on now.
For Isabel Allende, family history is central to her writing. Her ancestors live on beyond their mortal lives in her novels and return to visit in her recurring dreams.
The forces of nature were harnessed by experienced hands, but when canvas was replaced by steam,
Find a single ounce of gold.
I know you hear what I say. Heal this child that you...
With its immense stretches of rock face, it's easy to see why the Native Americans called it Kaibab, or mountains lying down. At
her
its
hull
heart,
is made sound, and she is towed across the Atlantic to the port city of Galveston, Texas, which has adopted Alyssa to symbolize the heyday of its maritime.
Eager to reach the river, failed to find a path to the canyon's floor.
And it is here
But
on
Havasupai
Galveston's
Indians had been making the trip for centuries.
From across, scenes of a 19th century shipyard come alive as obsolete skills are learned again.
Oh, is that an eagle? Oh, we're now on the next day, September 4th, 2000. Wow.
Very important for my writing and my own life. I believe that when I'm awake, I get
on the water and eyes on the Lord. He walked, and his friends were amazed. The wind was so high that the storm caught his eye, and just for a moment, he gazed. He saw the big waves, and his mind filled with fear. He thought, I'm going to drown.
These trails are dangerous territory. Hundreds of rattlers may be found lurking in a single square mile, and they don't like surprises. With temper
lead shields to grips with thousands of tons of irradiated earth and debris.
Let's see how you enjoy a fair bench.
But perhaps more eager because they have helped to restore and maintain her. Executive Secretary and grandmother Judy Peters became a volunteer 6 years ago.
And I knew I didn't know anything about a ship, but that I could help them so they could teach me what I needed to know. And I came down literally scared to death, but I knew I wanted to help. And
a dream full of absolutely breathtaking episodes and events. It was like the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I was fighting rather joyously with imaginary enemies, taking pot shots at me from behind parapets and that sort of thing, and being in wonderful sort of vehicles, tanks, and there were all sorts of wonderful animals, like being in a carnival of some sort. And the only thing I can attribute it to is that the subconscious had been so deprived of dreaming for so long that this was an answer. It was making up for the deprivation by this extravaganza that went on for hour after hour. I remember when I woke up.
Where is he coming in? He'll come in over here, okay. Where he's heading for. Okay.
We got anything to form out with? No. Yeah. No.
Yeah, we gotta come along.
Yeah, I know, but where's the tree?
We got lots of people.
Got lots of people to push them over.
Yeah, let's go.
You have that closer?
Might be well, all you can see basically now is just a cloud of thick smoke.
This extraordinary fire, reported at times to be in excess of 100 feet high. That is the flame, the wall of flame.
skies. She'll sail once more, she'll dance o'er the ocean as she's done before. By Galveston Strand, you'll find
people's
her
lives and how they affect people's dreams. And in fact, I found that there were very vivid patterns after turning points or...
Going so slow.
I know. Is she doing good?
Yeah.
Absolutely want to shriek. I cannot read, I cannot write, but I listen to words. And some things that you people say are simply for the birds.
Listen to what you say.
Whoa, he just said birds, and now we got birds. How crazy is that? That's the synchronicity that happens, I tell you. You can't plan for it. You know, everything's playing in real time. It's not set up. There's no way.
A multitude of wild grasses, daisies, and columbines bloom and flourish here. In turn, desert bighorn sheep are drawn to the feast growing at the river's edge. And there are less attractive items on the menu. Prickly pears, squawgrass, and agave round out their hard-scrabble diet. Smaller than their Rocky Mountain cousins, desert bighorns are agile.
It is this element which named them the Shining Ones, or Illuminated, and it is this element that is still at the root of so much misinterpreted symbolism. The worship of the stars was known as Sabiism, and the High Mason Albert Pike pointed out, the 7 great primitive nations from whom all others are descended, Persians, Chaldeans, Greek, Egyptians, Turks, Indians, and Chinese, were all originally Sabeists and worshipped the stars.
The oldest rock, polished to a glassy finish, is nearly 2 billion years old.
After a century, 2 ladies greet each other for the very first time.
This friend probably was a representation of his own anxieties.
After working through the trauma in therapy, Bart and the other firestorm survivors felt the pain and disorientation were beginning to subside. This improvement was reflected in their dream journals.
From the vast island of stars we call a galaxy, to the tiny atom and the particles that comprise it. From cosmic events that occurred billions of years in the past, to microcosmic events in the present that endure for only billionths of a second. To explore the universe at these extremes, the scientist builds instruments that extend his reach and his vision. His great telescopic eye has the light-gathering power of 1 million human eyes. It peers not only into the depths of space,
Environmental terrorists that are destroying his neighborhood.
It all comes down to one moment.
The ears into the
and everybody knows it. It's a great, great feeling.
She passes the reviewing stands that line the shore.
Beyond the range of the largest optical telescope.
'Cause I am ready to say hello again.
That pass through the Earth's telescopes are only part of a broad.
When you say how you doing, my friend, I'll be dancing.
Daniel, let's make it a three-way race.
Connect to
Wow,
everything
we saw
you
that
love in
commercial
life
last time.
with BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
Now at a desktop near you, CBC's new internet homepage. Interactive, up-to-date, and personal. You can even customize a schedule of your favorite CBC shows. We're just a click away, cbc.ca.
Just head to Fuddruckers Fun Center. Practice your putting style at Putt and Bounce. Take a few swings at the Grand Slam batting cages. Brush up on your skills at Rutgers Amusement Center. Hungry? Top off your visit with the world-famous Fuddruckers Burger. And then, discover the brand-new ultimate rock climbing force, The Rock. Fuddruckers Fun Center's exciting new attraction. Big fun for all ages. It's all happening right now at Fuddruckers Fun Center, corner of 8th and Arlington.
Right now.
Say hi. Kevin, are you laughing too much? Hi. Say hi. Hi.
All right, this is the continuation of the tape we had last jam, where everybody's smoking in the house. Looks like it could be 70s or 80s. That little boy right there is probably 40 years old. He's coughing because you guys are smoking. Anyways, if this is you, let me know and I'll get you the footage. Let's go back to the other home footage right here. August 12th now, 2000. Somehow they went back in time. I think it actually rewound. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hello, Julian. Say hi. Okay, eat your chocolate.
Recognize the flag. Indication that this is a dream. Normally, after the subjects wake up spontaneously from their own lucid dreams, we have.
Like galactic colors,
I'm dreaming that I'm in a car
immense
chase.
clusters of stars swing.
Enjoy this presentation from the National Geographic Video Library.
I'm suddenly lifted upward so that I'm flying high above the earth with a beautiful view and stars twinkling all around me. A magical celestial music.
I like to hit guys. And I had a pretty good knack at doing it.
Society are of no longer immediate relevance, so you have much more freedom.
Taking the body is. I have had a couple of injuries in my career. I've broken a couple toes here, and my right ankle's been broken. Both knees have been operated on. I've dislocated a shoulder, broken a finger. I've had 2 pins left in my right wrist.
I'm a very gritty player. I get under the skin. You know, let's say you're playing in the sand and how it just, it gives you that taste in your mouth. And I think when I'm on the ice, I give players all the time. Just being there, always bumping shoulders with them. They can't get away from it.
Are produced by the radiation from the sun's interior shining through its atmosphere.
You can choose different kinds of patterns or rates of flashing or brightness levels, and this all varies with the individual. The goal is to find the kind of cue to become lucid, to realize that you're dreaming, is to find...
undergoing dramatic and turbulent change. The sun is a sphere of hot, seething gases and surges of radiation. Most of the light we get from the sun comes from the thin, bright layer which defines its visible edge, the photosphere. Above it, the chromosphere.
By our imagination.
Now, people have many different kinds.
To the thin outer atmosphere of the corona. Once thought to be a quiet layer of the solar atmosphere, the corona is now revealed to be a region of dramatic large-scale changes and unexpected turbulence, with temperatures reaching millions of degrees. Deep beneath the sun's atmospheric shell is the core, a violent
of an interior world that has to do with imagination and memories and dreams and the kind of aspect of human beings that exists sort of beneath the skin. This kind of world we carry around that is the accumulation not only of our own experiences as we grow in life and things we've actually done, but the residue of those experiences as they interact with each other in the mind, which is in a way where creativity comes from. Dreams are the most common way that we have in our life.
Anything less was meant instant and harsh punishment. The false prophet was simply stoned to death.
In point of fact, there are no instances of a false prophet ever being allowed to lead the people astray. There is at least one incident, however, that gives us some insight into how a prophet might have felt facing a hostile public.
The Lord called upon
Fat arse. Oh. There you go. It's focusing on Uncle. Hey, Uncle, stand up, turn sideways.
yeah,
oh. There's the Undertaker, guys. And that's...
To wisdom, we can find the insights that in this age of reason might otherwise have eluded us. Creativity is not the exclusive domain of artists. We all have a creative spark.
A lot of teams were interested in the capable speed and the type of skater I was.
Which may provide new clues to the sun's interior, and may be a source of the solar wind that blows outward to the farthest.
Responsibility. Justin Martyr probably described the mechanics of prophecy best. Neither by nature nor by any human
are visible when auroras light up the dark Arctic sky and radio communication is disrupted. The sun is an average middle-aged star, yet it will generate. It has for 5 billion years past. It dominates the motions of all bodies in the solar system. Nearest the sun and obscured by its intense glare is Mercury, a cratered planet much like our moon. Temperatures rise to 800 degrees, but no clouds or atmosphere protect its ancient surface from the searing heat.
Isaiah speaks about the coming of the Savior. Even 600 years before the event, he uses both present tense, for unto us a child is born, and unto us a child is given, and future tense, and the government
will tell you, just give me a consistent
goaltender,
goaltender, someone I know what I'm getting each night, someone who can be consistent. That's the best type of goaltender.
Because I don't get everybody. Come sit in the light here so we can see you, because, you know, it's pretty dark right where you're sitting. So come on over here. Come on over here and sit down. Uncle, come on.
Roll over and play this.
Come on, Uncle.
Here I am.
Okay. Oh, there he is.
Because I had to get up from over there and over to
in California tomorrow with temperatures again in the low 80s. Comfortable afternoon.
No chance of rain, at least overnight, in central California and northern areas, but maybe a stray shower tomorrow afternoon with temperature.
My friend, it's no joke. Your windshield is broke, so I called up.
Temperatures on Saturday for the rest of the country un-March-like as the winds continue, low wind chills, and 20s for highs into the mountains of North Georgia. That is almost unheard of in the middle of March. Those are actually colder readings than we should see in the nighttime in January, and it stays cold on Sunday. 20s continuing through the big cities of the Northeast with a slow warm-up starting to progress on Monday. Here's our storm Saturday. Once again, a lot of snow, blizzard conditions, power outages likely as that heavy wet snow knocks down trees.
All right, we got our weather report from 1994. How do you like that? And I also have a sign-off. So I'm going to try and find that and play that. But yeah, the Weather Channel. Look at that. Awesome stuff. Oh, that music. That music is so good.
Special regional information. Your local 36-hour forecast from the National Weather Service.
This is CBC Television.
This is CBC Television, Regina, 9 and 4.
This brings to a close another day of broadcasting on CBKT in Regina, CBKT-1 in Moose Jaw, CBKT-2 in Willowbunk.
That's right. It is the end of the show. And, yeah, we're just going to play that sign-off. That's really cool.
Regina broadcasts on Channel 9 and Cable 4 with a video power of 140,000 watts and audio power of 20,400
This
watts.
came from a channel called Retro Sask.
CBKT-1 in Moose Jaw
Check it out on
broadcasts
YouTube.
on Channel 4 and Cable 9 with a video power of 48,000 watts and audio power of 7,700.
But look closer, and you'll see two juicy DQ cheeseburgers.
The video power of 22,100 watts and audio power of 2,200 watts. CBKT-3 in Fort Qu'Appelle broadcasts on Channel 4 with a video power of 6 watts, audio power of 2.6 watts. CBKGT in Gravelburg broadcasts on Channel 45 with a video power of 19,000 watts and
I had Michael in the 4th grade 3 years ago, and Michael
owned and operated by the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. This concludes our transmission for tonight. We will return later this morning.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to all the Canadians out there. We are in a wonderful country named Canada. We are nice people. But don't get on our bad side, eh? What a great way to end the broadcast here. An actual sign-off.
Incorporated. Future advances in molecular nanotechnology will enable desktop appliances to manufacture products far better than today's
I'm going to let
best.
this play because this
The cartridges
is
to the
an
left
awesome video
supply
if you've
simple
never
raw
seen
materials to the machinery
Basically
inside,
a genie box.
here shown in schematic
Building
form.
anything.
products emerge from the top of
particle
this
by
box,
particle,
which holds the heart of the manufacturing
molecule by
system.
molecule.
Each product is built from beneath, layer by layer, by billions of tiny machines, all working together. Near the top surface is the productive machinery itself, organized into layers. Machines in the lowest layer process molecules into building blocks, passing them upward to machines that assemble them into larger components, and then to machines that add these components to the product. From a millimeter scale, 1 million nanometers, our view zooms in to the 10 nanometer scale. Each box is 1/10 the size of the one before.
That's some pretty small stuff. Not micro,
Here,
nano.
at the molecular scale, nanomachines make small building blocks from molecular raw materials. The first machines sort molecules by their size and shape, passing some, rejecting
Anyway, it's
others.
a really cool video. It's basically a genie box. It's from a long time ago, and as far as I know, it hasn't happened yet, but it basically builds anything. Like I said, molecule by molecule, as you can see. Right now, it's building a laptop with like 1 billion processors or something like that. Someday, maybe we'll have that in the future. I am hopeful, and it would be a game changer for the industrial complex. Economic revitalization, we'll call it. Anyways, that concludes our jam. It was a fun one, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, it was really fun. And thank you everybody for joining. We went a little overtime, which is fine. We usually try to shoot for about an hour. But the pre-show was fun. You know, you got to see a little bit. I got to talk a little bit. And if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that, because we did a pre-show for about an hour. And it's a lot of fun. This whole project is a lot of fun for me. So we'll catch you on the next one. I'm trying to do streams a little more frequently. The last stream was like 4 days ago. And yeah, what can I say? That concludes our program. Still got the demo going on my video wall. I got to get a new camera or something on there, or fix it somehow, because that is not cool. There's the overhead shot, and there's the close-up. There's our medium shot. So, yeah, and back to this shot. I absolutely love this shot. It's like, just reminds me of broadcast television switcher in a master control room. And that's really what we're going for. Like I said, it's it's a homage to broadcast TV and the 90s local news networks. I went to CKBI in Prince Albert when I was in grade 1. I was 6 years old, and I met Don Mitchell, and I was starstruck. I was like, whoa, I see this guy on TV every day. And I tried to find some footage of him online. There's nothing. Can't believe it. The guy was on TV for like 30, 40, 49 years or something like that. No video exists on the internet of that man. He is a local legend, Don Mitchell. He is the man. I'm trying to track him down. I'd like to interview him, actually. But that's to come. So that concludes our show for tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll just end it on purple like we normally do, right? There we go. All right. Have a good evening.